Hello YouTube, this is Joe Bob One Half. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is slightly more risque, the discussion of marijuana versus alcohol. Hey, I spent my entire, high school not experimenting, not doing anything. I figure now that I'm I'm 19 now, but now that I can be now that I can be drafted and I can smoke, I can drive, I can die for my country, I might as well experiment a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about the upsides and downsides to uh, marijuana versus alcohol. Okay, I've done a little bit of research on this, other than the fun kind of research, of course. Went to looked in a couple of books, etc. Okay, one, addiction. Marijuana is not addictive. It's mentally addictive, you want to have it, but it's not physically addictive. Alcohol, on the other hand, is physically addictive. Marijuana you're not going to go through withdrawals from. Alcohol, once you are seriously addicted to alcohol, it will seriously, it will have physical ramifications if, let's say, you don't drink. You'll start going through withdrawals from alcohol, just as you would from most other drugs. Um, okay, side effects tend to be about, immediate side effects tend to be about the same. I'm talking about, like being tipsy, feeling high. Anyway, now one thing is that marijuana is a hallucinogen, whereas alcohol is a downer. Okay, that's why you always see, if you're ever in a bar, you see old drunks, crying over their beers. And, for the most part, when people are high, they're just happy. You know, happiness. Anyway, plus, I personally think marijuana is a lot more social drug. But, you can drink with friends, but you can also drink alone. Marijuana, for the most part, you smoke with other people, though you can smoke alone too. Okay, also, like, get up and go. Thing is that with alcohol, okay, once you're drunk, what's the first thing you want to do? Because you drink, for the most part, a lot of people drink in bars. So what's the first thing you do? You want to get in your car and drive home. Oh, I can do it. I just still have some pretzels, and yeah, then I'll be able to drive. Yeah, don't work that way. Marijuana, first off, you don't go to, there are no marijuana bars. There used to be in Afghanistan, and there used to be in India, but, that's the Persian world. It's a little different. Anyway, and, oh, wait, you do have them in Amsterdam, but then again, Amsterdam, everybody walks, and there's transportation, public transportation, etc. Anyway, now as for marijuana, yeah, you are usually not going to be going out to smoke, so usually, unless you're going out for food or something, you're going to be too damn lazy to go anywhere. And you're just going to want to sit home and chill and stare at a lava lamp or something. I know I do. Anyway, what happens if you have too much too much of one or the other? Okay, marijuana, what's the worst you happen? You eat too much. You eat too much and you get bloated. You get the munchies. Or you say something you don't want to. Anyway, now as for alcohol, you drink too much or you drink too much too quickly. What happens? You throw up. Okay, it's just the chemical composition. If you have way too much of marijuana, what happens? You go to sleep. Alcohol, you have way too much alcohol, you get alcohol poisoning and you die. Now some of you will be thinking, can you die from having too much marijuana? Well, Well, the thing is that ingesting marijuana, you actually get more out of the marijuana than you do smoking it. You know, the effects are not immediate, of course, but when you burn it and when you exhale, you actually lose some of the THC in it, whereas ingesting it, you get 100% of it. To be able to get a lethal dose of marijuana, I looked this up, you would have to have 21 cigarette-size amounts of marijuana for a 165-pound man to be able to have a lethal dose. And even then, if he's got immunity, that probably won't kill him. Or won't kill him as quickly, anyway. But still, seriously, who's gonna eat that much? Anyway, okay. Withdrawal effects, as I said earlier. Marijuana has no withdrawal effects. If you have too much, the worst thing that happens is you feel burnt out the next day. But same, you know, if you, let's say, if you exercise too much, if you jog too much, work too much, you're going to feel burnt out the next day. You know, you pull an 18-hour shift at the job, you're going to feel burnt out. As for alcohol, of course, you get a hangover. That's withdrawal from alcohol. Okay, long-term effects. Long-term effects of marijuana include memory loss, decreased sexual potency. But lung cancer is actually unlikely. As for alcohol, there's cirrhosis of the liver, brain damage, and even death after a while. I know my my godmother actually died from OD'd on alcohol. Alcoholic for years, and doctor told her, don't drink one more drink, and she drank 6, and she died. Her liver exploded. Terrible. Anyway, now legality. Marijuana, most countries or areas of the United States, it's not legal. Some places like, some states like Alaska, for example, they'll allow you to have a gram or, under an ounce, quarter ounce, whatever. But, and some places will actually ignore you if you are smoking it. Anyway. Okay. To wrap this up, overall, differences between marijuana and alcohol. Legally, it's safer to drink, but, when weighing them against each other, it's a lot smarter to smoke. But, as long as, if you have a job that, doesn't allow THC in your bloodstream, or if it's illegal in your area, don't do it. Either way, if you're going to do either, remember, always do it with friends. And be social. Don't be selfish. Anyway, this is Joe Bob 1/2. Love and peace. Oh, and remember, if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe. The button is that way. Okay. This has been Joe Bob 1/2, and goodbye again.